I want you to picture this. New Year's Day, January 1st, 2023. A cold, quiet dawn in the affluent coastal town of Bakerest, Massachusetts. Elena Carlisle, 39, a busy real estate executive, mother of 3 young boys, vanishes without a trace. She last had dinner with her husband, Mark Carlisle, and a close friend at their home in Bakerest on New Year's Eve. She was expected in Washington, D.C. for work the next day. But January 1st comes and goes, no flight, no work meeting, no phone activity. Elena is missing. It isn't until 4 days later on, January 4th, that alarm spreads. Elena doesn't show up at work. Her employer and co-workers try calling. Nothing. Mark Carlisle finally reports her missing, joined by referrals from her office. Her car is still parked at their Bakerest home, her passport untouched, laptop closed. It's as though she simply evaporated. Mark tells police that Elena left early in the morning for a work emergency. He said she took a ride, shared to Boston's airport to catch a flight to D.C., but neither airport records nor rideshare logs can confirm that she ever left home. Her credit cards and bank accounts go quiet after January 1. Her phone pings near the house on January 2nd, but then nothing. Investigators find Mark's timeline inconsistent. He says he visited his mother in a nearby town on January 2nd. Stores in that area show no sign of him. No receipts, no cameras, only his word. On January 2nd, surveillance footage captures Mark shopping. He walks out of a home improvement store carrying heavy bags, tarps, gloves, buckets, nearly $450 worth of cleaning supplies. When asked later, he claims they were for routine home maintenance. Back at the Carlisle residence, a search warrant reveals disturbing findings in the basement. A bloody, broken knife. Blood stains partially cleaned from the wooden floorboards. Gloves. A Tyvek hazard suit tucked behind stored furniture. Elena's DNA is matched to some of the blood. Bakerest police begin chasing a trail of trash. At a municipal collection site near Mark's mother's property, they locate several sealed trash bags. Inside, stained rugs, clothing items identified as Elena's, a coat she was seen wearing days before her vaccination card, a high-end perfume bottle with her initials, and a hacksaw with a small bone fragment, all collected and preserved for DNA testing. Amid this, multiple devices in the Carlisle home reveal dark internet searches. Phrases like, "How long before a body begins to decay?" "Methods of disposing evidence." "Can you be prosecuted without a body?" and "Best state to conduct a body disposal." Many searches are logged on their children's tablet, some on Mark's laptop. Prosecutors present the evidence. Financial records show Elena had planned to relocate to D.C. with her boys. Mark was already under legal scrutiny. He had troubles from prior fraudulent art sales. The pressure, some believe, was growing. Also, Mark suspected Elena of betrayal. Surveillance evidence and social media logs show him repeatedly checking the profile of her male colleague. Friends say Elena and Mark had argued in the months before her disappearance over money, trust, and where the family's future would lie. Mark's defense counters. No body. No direct eyewitness. The internet searches are just morbid curiosity. The cleaning supplies could have been for something else. There was no proof of a definitive injury to Elena at home. Weeks after Mark's arrest, forensic report returns. The bone fragment in the hacksaw matches Elena's DNA. The blood-stained rugs and rug fibers and the trash match fibers worn at her home. Moreover, cell phone geolocation data finally pins Mark's phone at the location of a secluded lakeside cabin the night Elena vanishes. A cabin bought recently by Mark under his mother's name, unused and off the grid. Under mounting pressure, Mark's defense cracks. In a plea deal to avoid a life sentence, he confesses. An argument escalated. Elena resisted. Mark panicked. The cleaning supplies, the searches, the trash disposal, all parts of a desperate cover-up. Elena's remains are discovered by authorities in a shallow grave near the lakeside cabin. They are unmarked, difficult to identify initially, but forensic reconstruction and Elena's dental records confirm. The community is stunned. A mother, a successful executive, was lost in silence and betrayal. Mark Carlisle is sentenced for first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, and improper disposal of remains. The judge calls it a crime born of deception, of resentment, of fear of losing control. Elena's children grow up under the care of extended family, but the scars remain in Bakerest. Friends question how much they trusted outward appearances. The trial becomes a national story about how someone can be both near and unknown, trusted and feared. What stays with you from this story? The quiet moments, the unanswered phone calls, the empty seat in the car, the unlogged flights, the tools bought, the power of doubt, and the way truth tends to leak in blood and trash and search logs and forgotten receipts. If you want Part 2 making sense of the courtroom drama, witness revelations, and how ordinary people sometimes walk with secrets too heavy to carry, subscribe for Echoes of Evidence. Because every betrayed trust tells two stories. One you see, one you don't.